everyone, my name is Chloe, and today I am here with a very special guest to wrap up Vlogmas 2022. So this is my mom, and she is the one that was the power behind Vlogmas 2021 and 2022. So if you have not seen those videos, what I did is at the beginning of the year, I asked her to wrap up 24 books that she thought of for whatever reason for me to read, and then I unboxed one and reviewed it for you every day. So she's done it 2 years in a row. 2021, marginally successful. 2022, marginally successful. So tell us your strategy, or what were your thoughts on picking
well, in
books?
2021, I tried to pick books you would like.
Okay.
I failed.
You didn't fail.
Well,
but
so 2022, I didn't care whether you were going to like them or not, so it had nothing to do with you, really. It had to do with, well, some did. Some were your suggestions, some were...
Yeah, because I didn't necessarily give you book suggestions, more author suggestions.
No book suggestions. Yeah. Some were my favorite books, which you absolutely hated. My very favorite you really hated.
Well, so what you guys don't know is I asked for 24, and my mom is go big or go home. So I think she sent me like 28, 20 something like that. So there were a few that did not even see the light of day. But...
Yeah. And there was one that I agree that was really horrible. I just did it because it was the year I was born, and that was an awful book.
Which it wasn't actually the year you were born.
I know, and then I was even wrong about that.
So let's get into the book. So as far as DNFs, I did not want to DNF, which means do not finish. I did not want to DNF any books for this project, but I did two. And the one that you're talking about is what?
My favorite book or the
one that I DNF'd? Well, Lolita.
Oh, Lolita was horrible.
I did not. No, I DNF'd that, and that was the one she bought because she thought it was her birth year, and
which
it
we
was.
Won't say.
Yeah, 19. It was not her birth year. I think it was before. Maybe I don't remember.
It must have been way before.
It must have been. Yeah. I mean, unless it's a new release, it's not it. But so I DNF'd that one, and then the other one was Fire and Rain by Diane Chamberlain, which shocks me because she is one of my favorite authors, and it's one of her super backlist. And so that's why, like, this year especially, well, both years, I don't think you failed. I just think
the authors failed.
The authors failed. Yes, I have learned through this project that, like, you can't trust anybody. No authors are a guaranteed great author. But so otherwise, I gave 2 stars, 1 2.5 star, 8 3 stars, 5 3.5 stars, 5 4 stars, and 1 4.5. So the average was 3.02.
Well, that's about your average. Usually
it's not terrible. Not terrible. So, and 5 stars, like, I feel like this is a whole nother video, but 5 stars, I rarely give them. Rarely. It has to be a favorite for me to give them. So, do you have any guesses? Well, do you remember any of the books you bought?
No, one I missed, though, because I try to watch all your videos, but I missed when you opened Sailor on Horseback. So I'm wondering how you
That's one that did not see the light of day.
Oh, my goodness. That's my favorite book ever. That's the book that got me into reading.
Yeah.
I love that book.
I know.
But I also came from the Bay Area where Jack London's from, and I've been to the house. I've been to the places that he talks about in it, so...
In fact, I think I just unhauled it in my December
unhaul.
Well,
that is okay.
Because...
I'd like to know if any of you like Sailor on Horseback.
But it's by who?
Now I can't think. He writes all about all sorts of people. It's one of my favorite. I can't think of his name.
Gosh, I really do probably have the book in that box, but I don't know. It's a biography of Jack London, and
it's
font,
not a very nice story, really.
And the font was so tiny, and I don't know anything about Jack London, and I don't know why.
And I noticed my other second favorite book was about an architect that she did not know was an architect.
I
did
know.
not really like that book either.
Well, no, it was kind of have you read the book?
Oh yes, of course I have.
You've read that book?
Oh yeah, that was my second favorite book.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
In fact, Carol from Chicago is the one, because she lives in the same town that house was in Chicago, and so she gave me her copy of that book, and I absolutely love it. But I love his architectural work too. So
this year I feel like really exposed some of my stupidity or my naivety, we'll say.
But I did go for some of my favorites, knowing that it was a test for her, and just thought it would give her an insight to me.
Well, and I had no idea about Frank Lloyd Wright. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, we're talking about, Loving Frank by Nancy Horan, and it's the story of Frank Lloyd Wright. And he's an architect.
And I have been in some of his houses, so
Doesn't he have something here in the Kansas City area?
Yes, I believe he does. But the one church in Sedona, I've gone quite a few times. And
interesting.
Yeah, his designs are fabulous.
Are there any other books that you like really specifically picked like that?
No, those were the two because they were so my all-time reading experience. That they started. I was really interested in seeing what you thought about.
Yeah.
A lot of them, the rest of them, I really picked just reading the backs, or an author I knew you liked, or an author I have heard. Diane Chamberlain, I like.
Yeah.
Like that. So there was no real other that had any real
significance
to me.
Yeah.
Those had deep meaning to me because they were my two favorite books. Sailor on Horseback was just my first book that got me, and I read everything by him, everybody's autobiographies, and I loved them.
Who is that author?
Gosh, I can't believe I can't think of his name.
I don't know, but and they're not available digitally.
So, of course not. They're too old.
That was another shoot.
Yeah. I used to go to the library and get them.
Really?
Yeah.
So maybe I'll pull it out of my unhaul box. If you guys saw my unhaul, I think I just unhauled it because I didn't think I was going to read it. But now, after more conversation, maybe I will.
I hope so.
It'll just be a slow go. So let's see. As far as genres go, you did pretty good on my you did 4 mystery thrillers, 7 women fiction, 7 romance, 4 historical, and 2 literary fiction. So literary fiction is something that I think you like that I don't.
Yes, I do like.
Yeah. And romance, I think you like more than I like.
I like romance sometimes. I get tired of it, kind of like Christmas movies.
I
like to read them, and then sometimes I like, it's just too much drama.
And that's what's cool about this project is it's so random. Yes. I have whatever. Last year I had my 4-year-old pick, and then as far as you picked all backlists, I think, didn't you?
Yes.
I don't think there were any brand new books.
No, because that's too. You have them, or you've read them,
or it's just too hard to keep up with. Yeah. And you did good you got me all of them at the beginning, I think.
Yes.
Which was great.
Well, except for I think I did one you already had.
Yeah. That's hard to keep up with, and this project has also made me better at cataloging my stuff because I know other people are looking. So I am in the process of organizing these shelves. Some of my viewers, specifically Glenda, you're the sweetest, and she's like, I've been wanting to fly to Kansas to organize your shelves because I know. Well, no, I mean she knows that anything I do, I have help, and it's not helpful. So doing any projects like organizing books means some of my books are going to get lost and carried away. So so that was it. I still had such a fun time. Stay tuned for next year to see what happens. I'll hint that it's same but different. So
way different.
Yeah. So that I think is everything. Anything else?
No.
Okay.
Do your homework. Read those other 2 books.
Thanks. I know. No, only one.
Oh, you read. Because you read.
And then the other ones that didn't see the light of day are. One was a double, and one is still upstairs.
Okay.
So we're good. Yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you for watching Vlogmas, and we'll see you next year.